you want your free product to be popular, but you don't want it to be so good that it becomes your own biggest competitor.
Think about your software sales. Are you adopting a freemium business model approach? Understand the pitfalls on this episode of Tomorrow's Tech. Hi there, I'm Sam, and today we welcome on the show Danny Mayer. Danny is a former CEO and chairperson of Opmantec and a strong ambassador for innovation on the Gold Coast of Australia. In fact, he co-founded the Gold Coast Innovation Hub and now serves as chairperson of their venture arm, 42 Ventures. Welcome on the show, Danny.
Thank you.
Let's understand more about Opmantec.
As a leader in the industry, our expertise, global reach, and diverse and empowered people enable us to deliver a premium automated network management software to our customers directly or via our partners. Over 2 decades, our software has evolved from an idea to a robust open source solution. In 2011, Opmantec extended the capabilities with commercial modules, support, and professional services to meet customer demands. We deliver a seamless network management and monitoring experience no matter the architecture, location, device types, or size of your network. Backed by the entrepreneurial DNA of the founders and with over 75 years of operations experience in our executive team, we deliver operational consistency and quality around the globe across all our customers and partners. Customers of all sizes and complexities, from startups to Fortune 500 companies, choose us due to our honest approach, technical expertise, and delivery capability. Our strategic commitment is to provide solutions that save you time, are extensible, flexible, and scalable. Our automation capability is defined by your imagination. Our APIs allow for fast integration into your business operations. Our book, The Opmantec Way, guides our culture and defines the way we work with you, our customers, our partners, and with each other. And knowing the employee experience is the customer experience, we're harnessing the power of innovative technology to ensure that our staff have the latest tools and technology to go about their jobs efficiently and creatively, just like you using our software. Powered by experts and with a holistic approach, we build automated network management software that solves your biggest headaches, allowing you to generate value in your IT investment. Come, join us as we transform the network management experience with easy-to-use, reliable, and clever solutions. Only your imagination can hold you back.
Danny, many entrepreneurs adopt a freemium business model approach, just like Opmantec. What key considerations are necessary for founders to know?
Well, in Opmantec's case, it was formed specifically to commercialise a free product called Network Management Information System. That free product was already very popular around the world, and it was released without a concept of commercialising, and it was released to change the world. So if you were starting from scratch, you'd probably do it a little differently to Opmantec. So one of the first things to consider is that you want your free product to be popular, but you don't want it to be so good that it becomes your own biggest competitor.
Absolutely.
Because in essence, what you're trying to do is get people off the free product and onto your commercial products. So you're almost selling against yourself. So you need to make sure that sale is easy. So the second thing you do is put some hooks and ideas so that people see when they're using the free product the reason why they should start paying for something. So that's really important. And anyone looking at a freemium model needs to keep in mind that businesses only convert around 0.5% of their users from their free products to their commercial products. So you need a really, really high volume of users on your free products. That's typically easier in the consumer world than it is in the business world, but it is possible in the business world, but you need a really, really popular product. If you look at Opmantec's case, there's over 130,000 organisations that use the free products. It's really difficult to get that volume.
Absolutely. There's some great pointers there, Danny. Now, as a co-founder of the Gold Coast Innovation Hub and now chairperson of their venture arm, what specific support do regional innovation hubs need to advance startups successfully?
Well, all businesses need help, and regional businesses are often more disconnected from the help that they can receive than those in the cities. And I think it doesn't matter whether you're building a hub at the Gold Coast or whether it's in a city. The most important things is the connections that brings to people. And the more people that participate in them, the more connections they're going to have. So connections come from business people. So if you're looking at joining a hub or you're looking at building a hub, it must be heavily connected by business people, preferably known entrepreneurs, business people operating the hub itself, because they form connections that government can't and networkers can't, because they've done real business with real people all around the world. The next thing you need to recognise is that everyone talks about Silicon Valley and places like that. You're not going to replace Silicon Valley. You're not going to recreate it. So the whole idea is that you create the connections to those places to leverage from your hub. And the hub creates a density of businesses so that people can then connect to through that hub. Now, if you look at that example of Silicon Valley and what I'm talking about with connections, you have to value those connections. So if you start connecting every business with a really valuable contact, and that contact is finding their time is wasted, then you'll lose that contact and you'll burn that contact. So one of the most important things I see in the hubs is the role of growth managers, business managers that learn and get to understand all the businesses and connect them to the right people at the right time. In the case of the Gold Coast Innovation Hub, it's run by some very successful people, and it addresses many of the challenges that regions have that cities don't. And that's about, for the Gold Coast, connecting to the cities as well as the world, and they do a really good job of that. In fact, they're the Commonwealth representative for Australia to the youth entrepreneurs for all of the Commonwealth. The Gold Coast was chosen, so they're doing a good job down there.
Absolutely, fantastic to hear. How can we better foster growth within the investment community with the common goal of supporting Australian innovation?
Yeah, it's a great time to invest in innovation in Australia, and there's a lot of reasons for that, particularly reasons that are driven by the government with tax incentives, and a lot of tech investments and innovation investments are capital gains free at the moment. Everybody, it should have a portion of their investment portfolio in tech. A lot of people get worried about it because they don't understand tech and don't know how to invest, but that's why organisations like 42 Ventures, which I chair, Angels Groups and other groups exist, so that you can link up with those groups. They know what they're doing and you can follow them into great tech investments. In fact, there was an investment from 1013 here in Queensland not long ago, last year, and they got in before Jeff Bezos did. So if you connect with the right groups that are investing in tech here in Australia, you can get access to some of the best tech investments in the world. Those people that have been successful investing in tech need to tell their stories and tell people how well those investments went to inspire others to invest. And we need to continue to have great companies to invest in.
The key message is there is support there for them. Now, following the impact of COVID-19, many founders face the reality that they have to close their businesses. Danny, from your perspective, what advice can you offer them to founders who've experienced failure during recent times?
Yeah, there's a lot of talk in entrepreneurial networks around failure. The only failure I ever see is failure to act. Okay, so we often hear from life coaches, think positively. I'm not a big believer in that, because it's positive action that creates results. So if you're under stress in your business, don't worry about how you're feeling. If you're not feeling good, if you're feeling bad or you're having bad thoughts, it's normal. We all go through that. It's okay. What you have to do is take positive actions. And if we think about an example of, if you're caught in a house that's on fire, for example, and you'll be going, oh my God, I'm about to burn to death. That is not a positive thought. But what will happen is it will make you get off the lounge and run out of the house and save your life. So it's that positive action that produces the result, no matter what you're feeling. One of the toughest decisions in business is, when do I put more of my time and more of my money in versus when do I pull out? When things are going great, it's easy to keep going. But when is your business at that point where you just need to give up or go on to something else? And when is it time to put in more? That's a really, really difficult decision. But one thing for sure is that if you do nothing or just think positively during the hard times, you're going to keep going in the wrong directions. So you have to change something and you have to take some positive action. And if you do end up closing that one, don't worry, it's just part of an overall entrepreneurial journey, and you move on to the next one.
Thank you, Danny, for sharing your perspective, and appreciate you coming on the show.
It's a pleasure.
To our viewers, thank you for joining us, and if you like this episode, follow us across our LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram channels. And let us know in the comments below how a freemium business model approach has worked for you. We look forward to hearing from you, and see you next Wednesday on Tomorrow's Tech.
Tomorrow's Tech, presented by 3 Dot Digital.